abracadabra, my juicy, spicy, magical Gemini. How are you doing? Today we are doing the classic you versus them love tarot reading. We're going to see what is going on between you and your person, whatever that means to you. Situationship, relationship, bumble date, marriage. Please show me angels of love. What is happening for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and Mars, why not? And their person in August 2024. We're coming into September energies as well. So let's see. It is the 25th. And we assume some kind of a rift or separation between you and your baby and the you versus them. Oh my gosh. Alright, Gemini. So much conflict here. Your person is so conflicted. They're kind of angry. This is like a rebel without a cause, you know? You're tearing me apart kind of energies. It's like legit, this person belongs in like a 1950s movie about the beatniks or something, or like, you know, the troubled youth. I don't care how old they are. This is someone who still bears a grudge against society, your family, you, life, everything. Okay, the gods, anyone in between, you know, whatever you relate to. This person is, but it's a rebel without a cause. Why is it a rebel without a cause? Please show me angels of love. Tell me more. The Fool. Yeah, there's something foolish and clownish about this person. This person is unsettled in some kind of a way. It could be emotionally. They could be rich, or they could be like legitimately have nowhere to live. Either way, this person is on some kind of a mission to find themselves, and they don't really have, even if they have a lot of money, this person might have like many different houses. They can't like find a place to stay, you know, like they can't just, they're not settled. There's something unsettled about them. And I think they unsettle other people too. They're mad at the world. The world failed them in some kind of a way. Let's see when they were a child, probably. You could be dealing with someone. There's animals around this situation. I know that's very specific, but sometimes these messages come through. There's animals around this situation. So this could be someone who's like, even like an animal activist, or a militant, vegan, vegetarian, anyone in between. These energies can switch as well. Maybe you're into animals, or animals gave you comfort in this time of, you know, in this rift or separation between the two groups. But Gemini, my baby, this person turned their back on society, the world. They feel like they're special, they're different, they're doing their own thing. And I do think it's this person. Maybe a love of animals got you together. I know, like, that's such a specific message, but one or two of you will relate to it, and you'll know this is your reading. The Page of Swords. When they were a child, they saw and heard things they should not have seen and heard, and it kind of jaded them. This is the issue. Through the Three of Wands for you, you kind of got tired of that. You got tired of being this person's nurse, doctor, anyone in between. You got tired of it all. You got tired of the, you know, the rebel without a cause. It sounds like they're angry. They don't know what they're angry at. They took it out on you. Oh, any little thing you did, that could have triggered them, they let it trigger them. They didn't take responsibility for that. They just like put it on you. They put everything on you. So let's see. Show me. It's not a douche flute necessarily, but it is someone who has douche flute tendencies, douche flute behaviors, is exhibiting the symptoms of douche flute. Even though the sickness is the sickness of the soul. They could be an Aquarius too, or they could have a lot of Aquarian energy in their chart, a lot of Uranus energy, someone who's very different, someone who always had to be, you know, the odd one out, and they have a lot of resentment around this. The Six of Cups in the past for the two of you, so this person immediately, very clearly recognizes something very different, very special about you, Gemini people. The minute they met you, they're like, this is my one. You're the one. You're my soulmate. Before we get into your person's issues, though, and what happened in the past, let me just say, welcome to Blue Angel Love Tarot. I love you. I see you. I appreciate you. Give your mommy a kiss. Gemini, you know you're my lucky stars. I'm Scorpio, but I feel like I got that Gemini lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love to talk. People always say I talk too much. Like, I love communication. Mercury is one of my patron gods, Mercury, Hermes. So I'm all about the Gemini energies, baby, and you always bring me luck. The King of Swords between the two of you, yeah. Stability, communication, the establishment. Something about the establishment got between the two of you. It's very interesting. For some of you, you were dating an activist who was like, I gotta go out there and like I gotta like handcuff myself to a tree, or like I'm going to the war zone to like fight for the people, which is fun, which is beautiful and amazing. But there's something about this person's activism that wasn't considering you, wasn't considering your feelings, wasn't considering how that would impact you. Or it could just be any cause that they're fighting for. It's something that they're passionate about, sorry. But yeah, I feel like even if this person is really successful or a business person, they, support charities or they support causes, and they're kind of obsessive about it. You've got justice on your side as well. So, I think you also recognize, Gemini, that this is something special. This is a soul connection. It is a soulmate. You both recognize each other. It was time. The karma was meant to come in. You were meant to meet. But something went very wrong. This person couldn't handle it. They didn't have the maturity, the Knight of Wands. There was so much anger inside of them that instead of taking your energy and understanding that you came into their life to be their shining star, to be their moon, their sweetness, their amazingness, they kind of decided that you were also the enemy. So instead of allowing themselves to just love you in a scrumptious way, they were loving you in this combative, warlike way, like people do in the 21st century. This is one of the worst times to be in love, I feel like, in the world, because people don't believe in love. So yeah, this person was like, they kind of switched up on you all of a sudden. They were like, I don't want a responsibility, I don't want a relationship, I'm not ready for a relationship. The usual story. I got my own things to do. But it's not true, because they're deeply in love with you. The minute they loved you before they met you, boo. This is the issue. And you feel it, they feel it. That's why it's so painful. This person has they have a lot of issues. There's like the cross. I see a cross over them. That's like the Christian reference. Whether you're Christian or not, I'm not a Christian specifically, but I grew up Christian. So, the cross represents struggle. The cross represents, things that we karmically carry for us and other people. I feel like this person's carrying many crosses that don't belong to them. And you came into their life to help them release that energy, and they couldn't recognize it. And they could have walked away from you. They could have been harsh with you. They projected a lot of things onto you, and now you're turning away from them, Gemini. If it was an established connection, you had someone who was constantly, it's the same energy, but they were also constantly not living up to the establishment expectations, and kind of poo-pooing what you wanted to do. If you wanted marriage, or a ring with this justice, you wanted some kind of a contract, you wanted something to happen, you wanted something formal out of them. For some of you, it could have been a prenup, but you wanted to see something. And this person just kept saying, what, you want to celebrate all these things that don't mean anything, this is just a social marriage is a social construct, why do you need it, why do you need a ring? And it wasn't about that for you, Gemini, because you're not a conformist. Geminis are the forward thinkers. You're the geniuses of the zodiac, right? But this person was trying to, they were projecting those things onto you. And you just wanted you wanted a symbolic commitment, because if anyone understands that, the symbolism of things, the different aspects of life, it is Gemini. But that person wasn't, so it's like they weren't having it. Somebody has issues with their father, too. Somebody's father or father figure, like an uncle or an older friend with masculine energy, intervened in the situation and told this person off. This person could also be in trouble with the law. I'm telling you, and it could be someone who's very prominent, someone who's very successful. They're in trouble with the law because they keep doing crazy stuff, like Uranus type stuff. Uranus is always doing, that's the maverick, the rebel. Then you got the Emperor and their intentions. So this person is not letting go. They kind of it's almost like they want to recruit you into their way of thinking, but you're already on their side anyway. This is what they didn't understand. They need to grow up a little bit. So they're taking their sweet time. Something could have happened in Aquarius season. Around the beginning of the year, some kind of a separation could have occurred, or the rift could have started around Aquarius season, or January 2024, and had completed itself in March 2024. And then you got the Two of Wands, so they're still, they're still thinking. I think for the next 2 weeks, 2 months, this person's thinking. 2 days, maybe 2 hours for some of you. Always remember, timelines and tarot, slippery flesh, and this is a general reading, so it's just approximations, but it's, 2 of something, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. They're reflecting on, where they need to be, what kind of fight they need to be fighting. Is it a fight for whatever ideal they're fighting for? Is it a fight for whatever, they believe is right? Is it a fight for themselves? Is it a fight for you? Who's the true enemy? This person could have gone away as well. They could have told you, I'm going to go and travel. I'm going to go and do something now. Okay, I mentioned that already, but not as explicit. I think they just said, I'm going to go somewhere now. I'm going to go on a journey. Or whatever, and you're like, okay, fine, well then then bye, like, don't come back, don't mess with a Gemini. And then you got the Star, and that's, in the tarot, that's Aquarian energy as well, but for me, that's always Gemini too. I see you in the Star, so that's the long term with this person. If you want to reconcile with them, this person is on whatever journey they're on right now on the soul level, is going to help them understand that they were wrong. This person is returning to you, the Star. They had a mission they needed to complete, like a hero's journey. Boo-boo. By Aquarius season 25, this person will have returned. I know it feels like a long wait. It doesn't have to be that long, but I feel like by the end of the year, turning of the wheel, that person is returning. Let's see, what is the advice for my Gemini? Page of Pentacles. Communication, and also, what is it that you're willing to work on? Has this person been in touch? Did they ghost you? Did you ghost them? How long are you willing to wait for this person? There's something beautiful about this connection, but how long are you willing to wait for this person? The angels are also saying, consider other offers. You got the Page of Pentacles. Never, that's a message. That's an offer. Don't ever wait for a douche flute just because you love them. Let them do their own thing. They chose to, go out there and do their thing, either symbolically or literally traveling the world. Let them do their journey. You do yours. But I do see a message come towards you. I see a new person giving you an offer before this person returns. So you do have an alternative. Give yourself the chance to do that. If you got kids, you could be meeting someone through kids. So, you're dropping the kids off at school, another single parent comes through, you know what I'm saying? Or, it's a play date, something along those lines. And if you don't have kids, it's going to be somewhere, you might be meeting someone in a place of carefree spirit, like a place where, that, a childlike spirit would appreciate. So it could be, still, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's summer, you could be going to a fair, or you could be going to, I don't know, a street show, something, something cute, something outdoorsy, but something carefree is what I'm saying. All right, my boo, this is what I have for you today. Let me know in the comments below. This is your Spirit Gemini, and if you are interested in a personal reading, all the info is down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, or else. No, I'm just kidding. I still love you. I'll see you next time, my baby, my baby. Stay sparkly, stay gorgeous, stay moisturized, and may the angels protect you.